What is up, everybody? I'm your host of Browning and Stave, and holy but Jesus, folks, we got a doozy today. But first, Elon Musk officially owns Twitter, and even more exciting, Facebook is dying. I know people have been saying this for a while, but these things don't happen overnight. Last year, about this time, Meta was at its peak, $378 per share. At the time of making this video, it's at $99 per share. Layoffs are widespread, offices are closing, and Zuckerberg is telling people to put in 200% to protect their job as Facebook takes its last breath. Mark Zuckerberg has lost $100 billion in the last year, the biggest wealth loss in history. It's hard to say where the finish line is or when we will get there, finish line being, of course, that Facebook servers get shut off. That will depend, of course, on how much money Mark is willing to lose before throwing in the towel. But at this rate, he will be out of money to keep the company afloat very quickly. Let me know what you all think in the comments. This next story I am presenting to you with a fair amount of confusion. I should say I do not condone violence, and I wish Paul Pelosi a speedy recovery. With that being said, what in the hell happened here? I'm going to run through what we've been told, then I'm going to ask some questions that I'm sure you all have too. So at about 2:30 Friday morning, police are called to do a wellness check on Paul Pelosi. Outlets reported police arrived, broke the window of the side door, entered the home, and actually witnessed the attack on Paul Pelosi. Police at one point said the attacker came in through the side door as well. What do we know about the attacker? Well, the media is saying he was a MAGA extremist, but he's registered and voted Green Party for years. He's part of a nudist colony, has a partner in jail for crimes against children who says he's the crazy one, and has a house littered with pride flags and BLM symbols. So, probably not MAGA. If I had to guess, this is a prime example of an extremist leftist that people pretend don't exist. Anyway, back to Paul, because I have questions. Nancy Pelosi is the third most powerful person in the entire United States, probably top 10 in the world. Her family enjoys a level of security 99.9% of us will never come close to. She lives in a nice neighborhood in the rich part of town, armed security, cameras, and of course, locking doors. But this guy slipped past all of that, got in through the side door. Was the side door just unlocked? And did he lock it behind him? Because when police arrived, they had to break the door's glass to get in. Next question, there have been reports that the police broke the window to get in, and there are reports that a young man let them in, meaning there was a third person in the home. So which was it? Did the police break the glass to get in, or did the intruder break the glass to get in? And who is this young man? And why is Paul Pelosi having a slumber party with him while his wife Nancy is out of town? Popular leftists have taken to Twitter to defend Paul, saying what adults do in the bedroom is their business. But I doubt her husband having an affair with a young man is the story she wants floating around right before midterms. And if that is what's happening, what an absolutely crazy way for it to be revealed. My last question is, how much trouble is this guy going to get in? If he had done this to someone else who wasn't Paul or another public figure, he would already be out roaming the streets. This is San Francisco, after all, where criminals are the real victims and can't be held responsible for their actions. So I'm genuinely curious about what his punishment will be. I'm also curious if maybe this will force Nancy to get a clue and get tough on crime. But there is the very real possibility she decides the real answer is to ban assault hammers and enact common sense hammer control. Anyhow, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comments what questions you have about this ordeal, or if you have answers for some of these, feel free to post those too, and I will see you next time.